Good afternoon, Facebook Live. Ooh, self-mastery, the path navigating self-mastery. The beautiful thing about life is when you ask to have something brought into your awareness as part of your growth, then you will be challenged in some shape or form. Now, sometimes when people go into things, they go into it with they're ready to open, they're ready to crack open wide, they're ready to explore those depths of their own heart so they feel the layers that they're exploring. But yet then what else will reveal will be something so much deeper and more magical about learning about self. I love it how easily we can get blown off course, but we can get stuck in a place of rightness, or stuck in a place of feeling heard, or feeling some aspect of disappointment. And I've been really pondering and going into that and exploring it, of how that feels in the body. And when you have that disappointment, how you have this, it feels like you're drowning. But yet really there's nothing to be disappointed about, because what you're being disappointed about is another reality not fitting in with your own. See, it's not about always receiving what you think you want at the time. It may be receiving what you are ready to see. To go through a process of feeling your heart feels ripped open, your heart feels ripped open wide, and you can go into a place of blame, or making it about the other, or even using something like time or timing as an excuse. Everything is divinely, perfectly timed, and something may come out of, and the story is irrelevant to what I'm saying to you. It's the juice within it. It's the stuff behind it, about that we need to go deeper into self. You may find something happens in your life, and you catch yourself, and all of a sudden you're like, you feel like you can't fully breathe. You suddenly feel there's this drowning deep within. And you feel quite right in the way that you're feeling. You feel quite righteous for it. You feel quite, yes, I'm entitled to feel like that. This feels good, and they are wrong. Because you're feeling hurt, and when you feel hurt, you want to lash out. But it's a hurt of an old story that you used to tell yourself. It's something that you've used to push back at people, to keep them away. Yes. And no matter how much you unravel it, how much you go into it about that wasn't right, or this wasn't right, you lose the magic that was in that moment. You see, you may think that things are not going the way that you want them to, but maybe there is something else that you need to learn and gain deeper insight into yourself. So then that can come into your life. Maybe it's revealing to you, or reflecting back to you, this beautiful aspect of another soul that is unapologetic to speak their truth with no attachment to how it's going to be received. It is so easy to get stuck in the story. And it can catch us off guard. It can be so easy to certain people about something that's happened, or something that you feel hurt, you feel rejection, or maybe it's not rejection, it's something that you were creating within your own heart. And that situation, and that beautiful, perfectly orchestrated, perfectly timed experience Because that's what we're doing, is we're having experiences so we can learn to explore the depths of self. When you get stuck in that funk of your mind being so, it doesn't even realize it's completely fucking itself. It does not realize that the one that it's flagellating or hurting is actually itself. And so many people in society, this is their normal state of being. So as we become more and more aware, as we become more and more conscious, meaning we learn more about self and how we interact in the world and what impact our inner energetic fields can have on everyone around us. To realize when you actually ask the question, where is this coming from? And why am I feeling so hurt? And what is it within my own heart? What does my own heart desire? What's this? Oh my fucking God. I am learning new beautiful aspects of myself and many, many more moments each day. And the more I learn and willing to learn, I'm feeling it totally. It's constantly reminding and going deeper. And it's such a beautiful journey. Thank you, Donovan. It's also a journey that people will avoid. They will avoid because they're like, I like feeling in this. Wait till I have my say. Wait till I say what I need to say. And this fucking righteousness and this arrogance. Self-mastery is being able to look at yourself and rather than hurting and shaming even more, making wrong, going and filling up, doing something for your soul. Fuck avoidance, yeah, it's going into it. I heard the word came up yesterday, contemplation. Contemplating on your present state of being. And to keep going deeper. And to keep observing the one that observes observing. And then go deeper than that. Observe the one that's observing the one observing. And you start to reveal what a fucking shitstorm you create around yourself. For no unnecessary reason, except to create some inner suffering within yourself. To start going deeper, to really learn the true meaning of love, to really truly learn the meaning of unconditional love. To see how easily, but also to have gratitude and have some fucking fuck yeah. Like, fuck yeah, I flipped that faster. That used to take me weeks, months, days. Now that like takes me moments. It may have taken 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half a fucking day. But you get it. You get it. You have the insight. You shift it. And you take your safe self from a place of powerlessness, which you have created, into a place of feeling powerful in who you are being in your essence. And that's all we need to do, is to keep coming back, to keep going different. In life, if people don't like you, if people criticize your brightness or criticize you for being who you're being, then what you are showing back to them is an incongruence within themselves. There is jealousy within them. There is resentment. It's theirs. You don't need to catch it. We're moving into a time of such transparency, that your intuition, your instinct, trusting in that more and more, to honor that and know when you have not honored that, when it doesn't go in the way that you think originally, which is only the story your own telling in your own mind. It's not the full story, it's only your version, right? Or the voice in your head that's creating the fucking version and the merry-go-round of bullshit. I should quote that. The merry-go-round of bullshit. That's pretty cool, actually. Quote. But you really start to see, and you really start to go deeper into self. And the more and more we can each do that, the more and more we can step up and take responsibility. But transparency is also expressing your truth, but also asking yourself the question, and also bringing back your power, that in that moment you're also in a place of conscious choice. How deep can we go? I have no fucking idea. How much can you know thyself? Well, only you can go on that journey. You know, I learned today about opening up into more and more love, opening up more to more unconditional love, to accept and love a beautiful being in their essence without it having to mean anything or be anything. To have forgiveness for my own self, for my unconscious words that spew like, what was I gonna say? You get the picture. Hey Cody. Hey Sanjeev. To catch it and then have compassion and forgiveness for it. Because the more and more you keep beating yourself up about it, you have to lighten up, you have to laugh at it. I just stood on a cliff and it was so fucking windy, so windy. I put my bag and my shoes to the side and I stood there in the wind and I wanted to play with the wind, so I was weaving and doing different things with my hand, and the wind kept picking up and picking up. And I was just standing there in the rock, standing there in my power and allowing the natural essence, the vibration of the universe to remember to reflect my own inner winds within, the Vayu, the winds that constantly flow, the energy that flows through the body. And to stand there and allow and be and reset. I must have been standing there about 15 minutes because when I turned around, my shoes, my trainers, had blown all across the cliff face and were like right on the edge of the cliff. So I had to climb down and get them. It was really windy and really powerful and very charging. When you have stuff up, go out into nature. Self-mastery, can we ever master self? How can we say, even to say it is fucking arrogance, and in saying that, who is actually saying it? I'm sharing the experience of that full embodiment. Loving unconditionally while getting my own story out of the way, truly, deeply. 100%. The story will keep you stuck. And the more and more you can let go of the story, you can dissolve it, you can see it as a beautiful invitation for you to grow from. that what you have right in front of you is such a beautiful and divine experience where you can dive deep into the depths of limitlessness, and to just be in that space right here, right now, and to keep coming back to self, and to keep letting go, breaking free of attachments to how you think it should be, how you want it to be, or how just the stuff that you create in your mind. So have fun with it. Things are speeding up, and you will find the more and more you open, the deeper questions that you continue to ask and ask for, then you will have things brought up into your awareness a lot quicker. And you get to have the opportunity to have the experience to keep upgrading and upshifting and diving deeper to understand more about what needs to be exposed within yourself that you can't see. And also how you can learn more, you can lean more into a space of having more unconditional love, deeper levels of forgiveness, and also compassion. And having a fucking giggle along the way, learning to laugh at yourself. And then being grateful for that insight and that new level of awareness as you upgrade. And then you have an opportunity then to continue to integrate that, to continue to embody it into your state of natural being. And you will get tested, and you will have other things come your way. And that is the beautiful game that we're in. It's a beautiful game of life. And each time you feel yourself derail, bring yourself back to the present. Bring yourself back to your breath. Your breath will give you a clear indication of what is happening on your inner state of being. Your breath will show you what maybe your martyr within yourself is pushing away because you want your rightness. Or the voice in your head wants its rightness. The voice in your head wants attention, it wants to be acknowledged, it wants affection with attention. But to keep waiting for that outside of yourself, then you're creating a deeper level of suffering within yourself. So you have a choice. I'm going to breathe for a minute. Laughing and how fight I was holding on. Yes. I just needed to loosen my grip. Yeah, of wanting to get it right or have it mean something. Just doesn't have to. Just to love. Yes, in the moment. The best I can is the perfection in it. Beautiful. Self-mastery is also becoming the master of yourself. Being the weaver of yourself. Being the director of yourself. Being the conductor of yourself. Being the production line manager of yourself. The self-care aspect of self. The relaxation and recuperation aspect of the actor in the game, or whoever's playing this game. The ever-present essence that never leaves you and is your connection to the universe, your connection to everything that is, your life force, your vital energy, which is constantly flowing through you. It's about coming back to that and reconnecting to that. Because when you reconnect to that place, then you really start to tap into the potency of you. And yes, the architect, I love it. The architect, the builder, the artist, the divine architecture flows through naturally and easily. And learning how to navigate your specific, what's there on the inside. Because we're all unique. And when you can start learning how to navigate or access or bring awareness to certain aspects that when you know they may pop up, then they're beautiful doorways for you to heal on a deeper level of something maybe that you're unaware of. And it doesn't have to have. It's better let go of any story to it or where it's from, because it no longer exists. Self-mastery is also knowing that, you know, the deeper you go and the deeper you start to understand, the more the more you realize how much you don't know. And there's ease and lightness and softness and playfulness and possibility of expansion when you let go of the fight of knowing. Fuck, just like try that for a minute. It's like letting go of everything that you think you know. Just keep letting it go, letting it go, letting it go, letting it go. I don't know, I don't know. There's no expectation then, and what is brought to you is pure magic of your divine essence that's flowing through you, that gets to channel through you with no thought, no. And it feels beautiful and it feels delicious and it feels like this free flowing expression of who you are as your divinity, not who you were going around on your rampage with your pain or your complaining or your It's in that pure place of powerful presence. Yeah, a story is definitely called that. Hence why I've written a book, so people can read it. Because I've learned what I've needed to learn, and that other people can learn from that. But it's no longer mine. It's no longer mine because who I am now and all of you, who you are now, is not who you were then. The deeper and deeper you go, the deeper and deeper you keep free falling into the unknown. You start to realize that everything you were chasing, everything that you were looking for, everything that you thought you felt disappointment from or whatever it was, it's already there. It's this buzzing, it's this humming, it's this vibration, which is penetrating every cell of your being right now. And when you feel open and when you feel in that space of love, fucking surrender, of totally letting go, then you allow for what often you can chase or look for to reveal itself. It's not out there, it's not anywhere to be found. It's about going on this journey and this adventure and this fucking get excited about it. Going into learning more about yourself, learning more about the aspects you've made wrong, to love them even deeply, to celebrate them, to see all aspects of who you choose to be with love and kindness. Imagine if you could stay in a place of absolute presence the entire day. Imagine if you could stay in absolute presence even 10 seconds. Imagine if you could resist the temptation of, rather than speaking, of actually sitting with those words in your mouth. Seeing how they taste after you've sat with them for a while. And then coming into the place of choice if they're words that you wish to speak. There is true beauty and power in the stillness. I heard something beautiful today, and it was saying that when others are fixated on the way they think you should be, or they seem concerned with you, or then see that as coming from their own judgment, possibly their own jealousy. And forgive them silently. And then choose not to even have it within your energetic field. See them with love and compassion and let them go. Because you weren't brought back here to just, to be stuck in something you're not passionate about. If you're a starseed, you've come back here to express your soul purpose, to awaken and then share it, and share that with the world, and share that with humanity, and share that with people in your community. Even rejection, no one can reject you. Only you can reject you. I feel really grateful for the lessons and the insights that I've had this beautiful space and opportunity to go deeper in today. Because I also understand the path that I've chosen is a path where people won't agree. And I can feel some venomousness may come out. But to know that is what they are also going through, and to learn how to stay in your ground, stand in your ground, stand for what you believe in, but then not fight with them, but rise with them and open a door so they get an opportunity to shift and to rise. If you've just come in, go back, watch the replay. We're talking self-mastery and a journey deeper into self. Enjoy each layer, even the shitstorms. Enjoy them, give yourself permission to feel into it, and then explore where that's coming from. The journey to the heart's never it's never a how can rephrase this? the journey to the heart, from my very, I'd say I have a deep level of understanding, but in experience, very new understanding. And it's to continue to keep opening, to leaping fearlessly, to allowing yourself to open, to be vulnerable, to open a door and to be a guide to others, then choose to do the same, to be a reflection. And to know it's not about always, you know, you will have times where when you get put on your ass, or you find yourself in mindfuck land, or chasing your tail because you're going round and round in circles, then get excited about something, because you have an opportunity to gain a deeper insight and to shift your level of awareness, to graduate to the next level, to keep growing and keep challenging, and to keep having more and more experiences. That's why it's so fucking cool coming back as these spiritual beings, but we are in a physical body, so we get to have the experience. And then and I'm only talking from where I understand from myself, because there is so much deeper to go. It's limitless. So I can only talk from the awareness of where I sit right now. But the more and more I come back to self, to connect with my inner essence and my heart, and to begin there and explore those depths and ask deeper questions, then the more and more I come to a place of peace, of harmony. And I take back my power from losing power outside of self. That is my message for Saturday. Yeah, have fun with it. Write comments in the box. I'd be interested to hear what your journey is, and what your path to self-mastery is. And we grow by learning and growing together, and to keep leaping into new adventures, and to be in that attitude of next, but not being in the place of next that you're rejecting, to avoid avoidance of actually feeling into what's actually coming up in that moment. Thank you for tuning in. And share this video if it inspires you. If you know it will upshift or inspire another beautiful human being, then share the love. And yeah, have fun with it. Keep unraveling, keep knowing and understanding more, and get more and more excited, because each layer you reveal, then the more and more of the gift that of you starts to shine through. And it is felt by others, not by having to be anything or to do anything, simply by your presence, and it is felt. Be safe, have fun, and I'll see you soon.